Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.
This time on Broad and High, we meet a photographer who highlights not only the beauty of nature, but also the environmental challenges it faces. We head back into the kitchen to learn about a local arts incubator and make a fruity treat. This and more right now on Broad and High. Welcome to Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle, here in the beautiful gallery and event space at Wild Goose Creative in Franklinton. For our first story, master landscape photographer Rick Braveheart has dedicated his career to sharing the spirit, majesty, and beauty of nature. As a 16-time artist in residence for the National Park System, Rick has spent years photographing in over 100 of America's parks and forests. Our team joined Rick at High Banks Metro Park to learn more about his process.
If you're a photographer, in a way you're a storyteller. And I just thought the land had so many stories to tell. And nature is endangered. And I would see it more and more the more I was out in nature. So I also wanted to find a way to tell its story and hopefully make a difference with some people in how they perceive it. National Park Service has a program which is for artists in residence where you can apply to be an artist, live in the park. So at night it would just be you and the coyotes. So ever since I've done 16 residencies in 16 different parks or national monuments. I'm not very good at going someplace for one day to take pictures. I want to convey the personality, the energy of a place. And so to be in a national park for 6 weeks, the land starts to talk to you. You see it in different ways. I am giving thanks to the land for welcoming us. Tell it we will be considerate and respectful of all of its creatures and all of its plants, and show it in the best light possible to others, not just the beauty of the land, but to ask for its protection in the future. Aho. So let's walk a little. This is like going to church for me. It is. There's so much beauty. I'm always looking for something that calls to me. Not visually, but energetically, spiritually. Just something says, stop, look at me. I mean, just that scene to me is just beautiful portrait of a tree that stood there for decades. I believe there's a spirit and an energy in everything, whether it's a flower or a tree or a rock. And most people don't have the time to listen quietly to the land and all these little beautiful plants or creatures to say, hey, look at me. I mean, even this little daisies. Well, I just see this beautiful arrangement. It's like this family of contrasts. Normally flowers aren't don't talk to me as much, but these happen too. And they're just like greeting the day. The sun is out. They're just like looking up at the sun. Like it looks glorious to me. And there's a sacredness to this, all of it. And this supports us in life. People don't think about it. We're so dependent on nature like this. You just watch the creatures that come to sustain themselves. And then it kind of decomposes and it feeds the earth, which creates new trees. It's a beautiful cycle. And it's also in danger, which is hard to watch. National parks are large, they're spectacular, and a lot of people travel to them. But metro parks are a little piece of nature that everyone can get to easily. It's a big deal for a lot of people to go to a national park. But the metro parks, like right here, most cities I go to, they have some kind of park. And so people can quickly get away into nature and just have a little touch of it. It doesn't have much different of a feel than a national park in a way if you connect with nature. I'm as happy here as I was in Badlands National Park or Yellowstone. There's something ancient about this. Tree roots to me are like the history of a park. You know, they're so grounded. They hold the earth together, and you can see this. I don't know how old that tree is. Maybe 100 years. And you just see how it's survived. It's like fingers or toes that are just gripping the earth. So there are these beautiful water drops on this leaf that the sun is hitting, and they catch the light like diamonds. Even this little leaf right here, just the little drops all along the edge. This one up here is all across it. I know it's funny, someone can get so happy just looking at drops of water on a plant, and I'm just in ecstasy. It's just drops of water, but it's no more brilliant than the Grand Canyon. Glorious. That is gorgeous. It's absolute excitement. It's also just, I'm in the right place. I've been accepted. Nature's like welcoming me. I mean, there's places I go where it's not right. And I always ask permission before I make a photograph. So there's been times it's not right. I don't feel like I've got permission. There's other times like this, it's just, it can make you a little teary. Couldn't be more perfect. I've been photographing for a long time, and I've never had a single day that was like that. But I do believe it's because I asked permission to be there and to bless the land. And I believe it's part of it. So the land had stories to tell. And I think we got some unusual stories.
To see more of his amazing photographs, check him out at rickbraveheart.com. Sabrina Fry of Minden, Nevada, uses tiny glass beads and a steady hand to create dazzling and detailed mosaics. Over the years, she has used hundreds of thousands of beads in all colors and shapes to create her striking works of art. Let's go inside her studio to see her art come to life.
I love buying beads. Beads are an addiction. They're beautiful and they're tactile. And glass is such an incredible element to work with. It's vibrant and it's happy and it's alive. It has a life to it. My name is Sabrina Fry and I'm a bead mosaic artist. So I use beads like a painter uses paint, and I create mosaics out of glass beads. And so from far away, they do get mistaken for paintings, but when you get close up, it's hundreds of thousands of glass beads that make up this image that looks like a painting. I work out of my home. Half of my home is my studio in my basement. We live in the Carson Valley, South Lake Tahoe area, so it's very inspiring. I get to look at the mountains and the sky and nature all day, which is a big emphasis on my work. There are so many types of beads out there, translucent beads and transparent beads and silver lined, and the beads that I work with are primarily glass. Sometimes I work with natural stones as well as accent beads, and they're very versatile. I had some beads left over from an attempted jewelry making stint. This was about 10 years ago. I wanted to do stained glass and I didn't have the money or the space to do it. And so I looked at these beads and things that I had and I thought, oh, well, these are glass and I have wire that could potentially look like the black lines around stained glass. And so I picked up some beads and wire and did my first piece and learned a lot of things not to do, but it was a good concept. And so I started playing with it and experimenting more and more, and then it just grew. I tend to use repurposed materials for my work. I will take, say, a repurposed serving tray, and I have to sand it. I have to prime it, otherwise nothing's gonna stick to it because it was made for durability and for things not to stick to it. So I have to do that, and then I'll bring it in and outline whatever I'm gonna do on it. So if I'm creating an animal, I create a very strict outline of what it's gonna look like, and then I can start the bead process. I use very, very pointy, non-magnetic tweezers because a lot of the beads have metals in them, silvers and things, and if you use regular tweezers, they do magnetize and you won't be able to get your beads off of them. I wear them out. About every 6 months I have to get a new set of tweezers because I use them all day long. I think of every bead as a piece of DNA. We all have a different story in our lives that make up the complete image of what people see from afar. But it's all these little pieces of our lives and our DNA that really make up who we are. And it's sometimes hard for people to realize what makes up your story and how the pieces come together, but they see you as a whole. And that's how each one of these beads is. They're all very different, but they're coming together to make one complete image. I get that question a lot, how many beads are in this piece? And I did count. There are 156 size 11 seed beads per square inch. I'll do a piece, say, that's 12 by 16, and it'll have something like 90,000 beads. Last year when we moved, I had to weigh the beads for the movers. I had 2,000 pounds of beads, just not attached to boards, just beads. So yeah, I have a lot of beads. I started mixing my own glue mixture that allows me to do what needs to be done, create blends and mixes for each piece, and take as long as I need it to take, and then do the glue after. And that way it sets and it works with me and not against me. There's a final touch-up phase that I do with the beads. I seal them with an acrylic glaze so that the glue is protected from the elements. I create them to be durable, but people's reactions are that it's delicate. And we are programmed as children, don't touch the art. At shows, I had to figure out a way to give people permission to touch, and I put go ahead touch me signs up all over the place. And it draws people in because people are naturally tactile creatures. We like touch. And so giving permission to do that gives so much joy. Adults, kids, everybody. They come up to the booth and it's just this sensory experience. They get to feel the trees, they get to pet the birds, and they love it. I love doing shows because I get to see that joy and see that curiosity and the wonder. That sparkling bead piece that's on the wall when the sun hits it every day is going to make them smile because it can't not, because it's happy. And so I make happy art to make people happy.
See more of her beautiful creations at sabrinafryart.com. In our next segment, we head back into the kitchen for another Kate's Quick Bites. This time, we learn more about Wild Goose Creative, an organization that's all about helping build a community of people who care about creativity. With me today is Sarah Barr, the Executive Director of Wild Goose Creative. Hi Sarah, thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today. I am having a fangirl moment being in Kate's kitchen doing quick bites. So thank you.
Oh my goodness, that makes me really happy to have a fangirl. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm just so excited to learn more about Wild Goose Creative. Why don't you tell me about the organization and the fun name? Is there a story there?
So Wild Goose Creative is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to build a creative community at the intersection of art, risk, and meaning. And the name behind Wild Goose came from its founders in 2006, where a group of like-minded creatives wanted to build, like I said, a community to appreciate the wild side of artists as well as the nurturing and nesting of the arts and career and building that creative community.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great juxtaposition of those two kind of goals.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about the recipe you've chosen and what we're going to make today?
So today we're going to make blueberry crisp.
Oh, yum.
It's a favorite of mine. I love entertaining in my home for family and friends, and this is a quick, easy thing that you can make for dessert and or a breakfast.
Right,
even.
with coffee the next day.
So good, so good.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited. So why don't we get started with the list of ingredients?
Sure. The ingredients we'll need today are 4 cups of blueberries, and for the crisp topping, 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, a 1/2 cup of pecans, a 1/2 cup of almond meal, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and a 1/4 cup of olive oil.
I love that it's such a simple list of ingredients. I mean, these are really wholesome ingredients, and you'd have them already. You could just make this whenever you wanted.
Absolutely. That's what makes it so easy and accessible, right?
Great. So we've got our oven preheated to 350. What's the first step that we're going to do?
We're going to make the crisp topping.
Okay,
so
the best part.
The
really.
best part. It gets crunchy and it's divine.
Okay,
so we're going
great.
to start with our oats and mix the oats, pecans. You'll add the almond meal.
Okay.
And then the olive oil.
Okay. Well, does the olive oil give it kind of an earthiness?
A earthy, rich flavor.
Yum.
And then maple syrup for sweetening.
Of course. Here we go. Okay. Do you want to give those a stir?
Sure. Then we mix it all up.
Oh, it's so simple, so fresh. Is this something you grew up making, or did you kind of come about this?
So I grew up, my family loved to garden, and we have fresh berries and fruits on our property, and this recipe is something that we would make often. And then just as I grew up, it just kept on going, right?
So
like it's
easy and
kind of an
delicious.
easy traditional,
I love that.
generational.
Yeah, treat.
Treat.
So while you're mixing that up, why don't you tell me a little bit more about the space at Wild Goose Creative?
So at Wild Goose, we have gallery space for artists to use, but we also have 3,000 square feet of event space.
Oh, wow.
We have a stage, ADA compliant restrooms, a sound system, a projector. We have a kitchen,
So you're equipped for events, really anything.
all kind of a creative events. And we take pride in having accessible and affordable space within our gallery. And the backdrop is local artists.
Right, that sounds perfect.
Displaying their works.
It really removes a barrier for a lot of people too, either to show their work or to have an event.
Yes, and that's part of our mission.
That's the goal. I love it. That's incredible. All right, so getting back to the recipe, we've got our beautiful blueberries. What happens next?
We just put everything together.
So simple.
So let's put the blueberries in the bottom.
You don't have to prep the pan or anything.
Nope.
Just, oh my gosh,
Just
it really is easy.
dump the blueberries in.
Great.
And you really can use any type of fruit that you would like, whatever you have on hand, or whatever's in season, right?
nice.
You can. I've done pears, I've done blueberries and pomegranates, apples in the fall. You mix a little
versatile.
spices into the topping, and you
Yeah.
can definitely
Just change it
change up.
Okay, so do I just sort of place it on?
Place it on top.
kind
There's
of
no
all
rhyme or
over?
reason.
Oh, so
just make sure
simple.
it's covered
Covering.
and
Okay.
even throughout the
This
throughout
topping
the dish.
smells incredible. I'm really looking forward
It
to
has
tasting
that olive oil makes it hearty, but then it has that
Yeah.
sweetness and the crunch of the pecans are just. And then once it's done baking, the bubbly
the
juices of the blueberries, it's just
Okay, so just kind of
Delicious.
give it a little even spread.
Yep.
Oh, it already looks so pretty and fresh. Okay, then we just pop it in the oven. How long does it bake for?
30 to 40 minutes.
All right, let's do it. Sarah, while that bakes, why don't you tell me a little bit more about what Wild Goose has to offer?
So Wild Goose has several programs and workshops available for the creative community. We collaborate with Heartland Bank and provide a business of art workshop every first Monday of the month where we bring
cool.
in arts professionals as well as the business sector to go over certain topics such as how to apply for an EIN or how to file for taxes.
Yeah, no, that's like incredible knowledge and resources for people who may not have access to it.
It is, and we also bring in professional artists to tell their story, to help with building, just the marketing plan and all of the things that you need to be a creative professional.
Right, and be successful.
And be successful. We also have an arts incubator, which pairs a professional artist with someone who is looking to either start a side hustle or engage in more of a artistic career. And they have one-on-one sessions. We also have workshops available monthly for them to learn different topics such as budgeting and really giving the artist all the resources that they need to be successful.
That's wonderful, because I would imagine, artists may not have the chance to kind of get those resources or learn that process of the business side, the marketing side. Like, such an incredible resource.
It is, and it allows artists to dive in professionally, but again, going back to our space that we have available, it allows them to do solo shows for the first time or collaborate with each other to do a exhibition, a collaborative exhibition. And it's building a community.
Yeah, it sounds like it really is. That's amazing. Oh my goodness.
Blueberries are all bubbly.
Oh, it looks incredible. Smells equally amazing. Okay.
Oh, look at those
So
juices.
beautiful. So pretty. So colorful. Well, we waited patiently for it to cool a little bit, served it up into a dish. I'm going the dessert route with a little scoop of vanilla ice cream. A little extra fun. Should we give it a taste?
Let's do this.
Oh, I'm so excited. Looks wonderful. Smells amazing. So fresh and simple.
It's pretty darn good.
Crunchy topping, juicy blueberries. It's perfect and so simple and fresh and lovely. Just like you.
Aw.
Thanks for being here, Sarah.
Thanks for having me. It was a great pleasure, so thank you.
To find out more, check them out at wildgoosecreative.com. Well, that's our show. Remember, you can find all of our stories online at wosu.org as well as on our YouTube channel. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Thanks for watching.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.